Good morning, everyone. Let me just close some partials on this. One moment. There we go. Just close the whole trade. So, hope everyone is doing well. Gold has been rallying in the Asian session. So just go ahead and delete yesterday's analysis. So as we can see, we've been printing very, very strong bullish market structure this whole Asian session. As we can see yesterday, it did come down into a higher time frame gap, and it rejected yesterday on the live, and it just managed to not get there. It managed to not get there by around 20 or 30 pips. This would have been the zone where I would have looked to trade and take buys from. So yeah, unfortunately, price didn't get there, and I didn't get a chance to get into these buys. However, we do have some really good volume in this session. So let's just go ahead and, or should I say, like just after London close, we've moved up. I did execute buys with this closure right here. I was anticipating this down into this area, and then potentially we could have gone again, but there's just so much bullish volume in gold that, you know, it struggled to even retrace. So let's just quickly go ahead and break down what's been going on in this London session. So as we can see, we've got this high that takes out this area right here. We've made a higher low. This was, I believe, where the daily candle opened, and it's opened on my broker with no bottom wick. So we've also got this higher low right here, and then a higher high within this range. And then there's this break of structure right here. So when price closed above right here and formed this bottom wick, I executed buys right here, and then I secured 30 pips. I did take some partials off at about 12 pips. I took 50% off at 12 pips as price was just struggling on the 5 minute. If I just go onto the 5 minute, and you will see that this is where I executed right here. And then price has just struggled to move. So, wow. Can't believe that. A little 30 pips. And she continued to rally. So wow, so much volume in gold at the moment. Yeah, this was my trade right here. Executed a buy. It moved sideways, secured as it took out the high, as I wasn't sure if price was going to continue up, because sometimes it does reject all-time highs and then move down. And it has actually happened to me before. So yeah, ended up closing right here, and that was it. That was my trade done. So I'm out of this trade. And yeah, this is what I'm currently looking at on gold. Some sort of retracement to potentially happen for price to then a bottom wick, and I was anticipating some sort of push up. So if it broke the highs, I actually did want to go break even. So yeah, I mean, gold's moved up now. So if you've moved, wait for some sort of retracement for price to come back down, and then you can potentially get into this buy. Big retracement now on gold. Didn't catch most of the move. And yeah, it looks like it's retracing quite heavy now. Wow, that's a really, really big rejection. We've got about 17 minutes left until the 1 hour candle closes. So let's see if we can hold or if price wants to completely reverse this breakout. Having a little cheeky chocolate croissant with my little vanilla matcha latte. Little cheeky one for the gym. I usually like to train fasted in the morning, but I trained red yesterday and that was one difficult session on an empty stomach. So let me just go ahead and see what zones I can find. I mean, these are aging session zones. This was like it, simply because it has formed the break of structure to the upside. I would be looking at this area for some buys today to see something like this. If we do indeed reject, it looks like it is coming back. So let's do it like this, and then like sort of reaction from this gap right here, and then for price to come out this low and come into this zone right here. That's what I would like to see, and then some sort of take out these highs. So this is what I would be looking at. Have this sort of trend line right here, where a lot of retail traders would potentially be buying. Look to take out that, but I would like to potentially use this area as liquidity right here, some sort of liquidity in front of the demand zone. That's going to make it a high probability zone. But if there is no liquidity printed London and New York session, then I mean, it's just not looking that it's going to be a high. But okay, so I caught bang on 30 pips. Let me just go and execute all of my position off the right here. Not too bad. Start the day. Decent setup, which aligns with my which aligns with my trading setups. So I've got these setups right here. As you can see, I've got this checklist. I've got checklists for all of my setups to make sure, that they align with the highest probability setups, and I'm not just taking any rubbish and bullshit trades. So even though I know to not take them in the first place, but yeah. So this is my setup right here, printed out, laminated. I also have, that was for the bearish setups, and then I've got one for the buyers. So yeah, so these are my setups, and then I've got a checklist for every single setup. Yeah, I mean, it's very important as a trader that you have this. You have a checklist that you look at right before executing a trade, and you like sort of make it a little bit more mechanical. Morning, boys. Caught this buy right here at the 30-minute candle flip, secured as it was sort of moving sideways at about 11 or 12 pips, and secured the rest at 30. So yeah, I executed less risk simply because we are at all-time highs. So yeah, that was my trade for the day, boys. So we've got the hourly goes in 7 minutes. Yeah, so I mean for today, we have got the bullish candle moving straight up. Today's candle is very, very bullish. We barely even made a bottom wick. So one thing that we want to look at is, are we moving up to on a daily time frame? And this right here was a very, very strong closure. What we did was basically, we moved up and moved down. We respected the high. We respected the middle and broke the high on this daily candle yesterday. But more important, closed above this area. So for price to potentially continue up today, this daily candle closing above it is a higher probability of playing out. If we close strong candle back in the range, then we'll probably see today's candle continue down for the rest of this range. So what we want to understand is today, if we can still stay above this area at like 19, 29, 25, if we stay above 25, I believe it is. then we should continue up. But if price starts to, close back below 28, sorry, it's about 28, yeah, price closes below 29, 28, we should see the higher time frames pushing down. But yeah, other than that, this is what I'm looking at today. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really going on now. Goals are already pushed up. I mean, if you ever caught the buys, well done to you. Today. Yeah, so if you caught the buys today, well done. A day, if you are just taking 1 to 2 trades a day, call it a day and just come back tomorrow because that's what I'll be doing unless price gets to my setups. If price gets to these areas right down here at like 29, 23, if price doesn't, then it is what it is. I'll just call it a day. But yeah, have a lovely day. Manage your risk, and I'll see you tomorrow.